There is an absolute storm around, man. Check this out. This came from the coast. I guess it's how they knew it would come, but yeah, it's gonna be stormy today. Someone woke me up this morning at dark 30 asking if I needed I was stuck. I know. I just pushed up on these rocks to get some shade, you know what I mean? But now I'm not gonna need it. This is a major storm. These rocks are so cool. I do like Earth. Earth is amazing. But yeah, that's pretty neat. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, I've been up here suffering through like 2 weeks of heat, no rain, and we're about to get a big storm from the coast. I love the coast. Like I should live there. I'm mad. My parents, when I was a kid, I had a director as an uncle, and I almost became an actor. Like that's how Jennifer Lawrence got started. That's how Jack Black got started. They were kids and they had literally uncles as directors, and they just got them jobs. They were able to call and be like, "I'm so and so." It almost happened for me, but my parents blocked it, and then my dad goes, "Well, I didn't. No one ever made me an actor," and then that was it. Yeah, it's a bad sign, and you're like my dad and I have a terrible relationship, and I hate him like 10 different ways. He just does fucked up shit, and he's like not cool. He doesn't do the cool dad stuff, and he's not comfortable with like touch. He's not comfortable with emotions, and he's like vengeful and petty. My dad thought the way to be a dad was to order people around all the time. Like it just like and but he's a total like cuck at work. Like he can't argue for pay raises and stuff like that. Like beta dads who get beaten up all day and go home and beat their kids up, like you got a small amount of time before your son's big enough to kick your ass. And I'm way bigger than he is. I'm like a foot taller than he is. So my mom says it's because she's got genes that would happen, but who knows? Anyway, yeah. I wasn't complaining about my dad. Oh yeah, he's just a cheapskate. Yeah, he. Oh yeah, because that's why I wasn't an actor. Is he? I didn't. My whole life, I could have had like a really cool job and been famous, but the selfishness and greediness of my dad was the end of it. And then he's Christian, so he got me. My mom married him, but she shouldn't have, because their religion pretends to be a religion of peace and love, but it's actually historically a lie. The Bible's main stories are complete fictions, and it generally mutilates children. So talk about like my mom ended up getting a divorce. Like talk about a psycho. You do not want to marry a Christian. They're gonna talk about love and togetherness and all that stuff. It's a trick. They're gonna cut a piece of your dick off and steal all your money and ruin your. They're gonna tell you the world is evil and God is coming back to get vengeance. They'll basically have you working until you're dead, expecting something to happen afterward that never will. It's a complete hoax. You know, there's every world religion gives different substantial uh, explanations for the world, and that's not possible if God is doing it. But it is possible if humans can say whatever they want to, and they do. But yeah, beautiful storm rolling in quick. This will be the first shade I've had in like 2 weeks. I'm ready. Ready. So I don't want to really go to the. I guess I could go to the. It doesn't say rain. It might just be a lot of clouds, but yeah, it's going to be cold today. I'm going to get my big nap in. Anyway, I would have enjoyed being an actor. It would have been so much fun. An alive mind, the ability to express oneself, even spending money. Like as a kid, I didn't have any spending money ever. It was always no. My dad is so stupid, right? If he could have swallowed his pride, he would have had a son making way more than he made. And I'm great. I love being the center of attention. I'm hilarious. I've held crowds before. I could still maybe go try to do it. But it did suck growing up and then getting fucking circumcised and you're at school. And when I was at school, my review of grade school is every single kid in school was all about them, and they don't have any room. No human has room in their head for anyone else's story, not ever, unless they can reflect their story on it. You know what I mean? It's just, I've talked about this a lot the past few weeks. Cannibal Island, how the people who breed and survive are the most ruthless and cutthroat and successful. They're not necessarily what we call the kindest or wisest or best. It's kind of a monster cult. It is. Um, and Christianity tried to change that. But yeah, there's nothing stopping a Charlemagne or Genghis Khan from taking all the girls. Think about the type of person that would say all the breeding is his. You know, Charlemagne basically, it's like a young man likes a young woman. Charlemagne's going to come in there. He's going to go, you young woman, I get the first kid and you, because I'm the king. And people allowed that. Now he's everywhere, but the type of person who says, I'm the best, I'm so special, I get all the women. Imagine that person now, he's everybody. Now everybody thinks that, yeah, because dominant traits are, go on. It's anything that you are overtly that causes your success will go on. So, yeah. This place defers to the most selfish and the greediest and the most manipulative and the victor, right? So what happens when a winner has 20,000 kids? Now you've got 20,000 would-be winners. Well, that's what it feels like in this culture. It feels like everybody's trying to be the elite super king of mystical origin, and nobody wants to pick up a shovel and do what needs doing. So it's kind of like humans are a quit for me. You guys will go on because enough of you will just breed, and you'll have a bunker and some food or some shit. But I've just known enough of you that I'm not fucking missing it. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, I almost had an acting career. That would be the story of my life. I don't know why. Like, I don't believe in God at all because, like, the way the Adam and Eve myth is a myth, and so in the beginning is the Word, and the whole God character is out. It's obviously just made up. It's a genital mutilation cult that gives like non-historical predictions. The myth of the Bible is that God is behind it. That's not true. That's not true. It's just not true. God is not behind the Bible. He didn't author it, didn't authorize it. There's a thousand other world religions that give different details, and it doesn't match historical archaeological evidence. So I am still catching myself every time I say God will get it or I'll pray to God. I'm correcting myself. There is no God. Nobody's going to get it. And that makes sense. Like, I remember praying as a kid for some outcome, and no, never happened. Oh, God's protecting you from something. No, He isn't. all, like, as soon as, if the first 2 and 3 books of the Bible don't have historicity, then not a single moral lesson about how it is matters. It's just a human wrote it. That's the story. Human beings made it up. So, hey, I almost had a good life, but I didn't. I had a very hard and wretched life that I hated and resented. But anyway, all for my dad. Well, no one made me an actor. No one ever made me an actor. Like, when they're getting mad at you, it's like, oh, please. They're so stupid. I don't love God. Mm-mm. Creator of the universe, an idiot, and a jerk. No respect. None from me.